Okay folks, welcome back to my treehouse shooting platform, and today I just wanted to try a few things out. No big production for the video today, just a few tests I want to do. Now, just recently I ordered a new Blackbird magazine from Drozd Max. Ray was great to ship them over to me pretty quick, and what I noticed when I took the Blackbird apart, that the motor inside, new for 2011, Bacal has upgraded the motor inside, and it's a little bit more powerful, and it uses a little bit less energy at the same time. So this is a really good upgrade. I have not tested it. We're going to do that today. And what I'm going to start with is 12.6 volts. And from there I'm going to go up to 16.8 volts, and then I'm going to try 21 volts on it. Don't recommend 16.8 or 21 volts. That's really not what you should be pushing your Blackbird gun with, especially the way that the electronics are inside. You could burn something out, especially the motor in here too. But I don't care. I've got a replacement motor that's even better than this upgrade that's in here, so I'm going to push this and see what happens with it today. I'm sure I'm not going to burn it out because I'm not going to really run it that long, but I'm going to start with that. And then next, I've got my prototype mag version 2 that I've been working on, and I have it done right now, and I'm going to test that for the first time today too. Now, the prototype mag is basically just your Blackbird mag with a new reservoir on it. This is just like my dual drum original version 1 prototype that I was working on, except this is a much simpler solution for everybody to get their hands on. Now, what I've done here is taking the Blackbird magazine and simply, I'll show you how this works here, cut a hole in the back side here. Did a little bit of feathering in a funnel in the inside here with a little bit of auto body filler, so it'll funnel it really well. And on the back side of the dual drum, I've cut it open and filled in with some more body filler. I don't know if you can really see this pink that's in here, but that's all the body filler. Now, all the original airsoft workings that were inside this dual drum are no longer there, of course. This is just a reservoir. It does nothing but hold BBs. And the idea here is, now that any of you have bought Sergey's new SB2 full auto 2,000 round circuit board, this is going to be really handy because you're not going to have to keep filling 900 BBs up in this old Blackbird mag. Now we can stick this on here, in which the way I've designed this is that you can simply slide it right on, and there's no fasteners here, no screws, nothing. It just holds on by gravity, and once it's plugged into the Drozd BB machine gun, it'll stay put there. This holds 9,250 BBs in here. Now, it's a little bit heavy, so what you're going to need to do if you end up trying to make this is that you're going to need to put on the latch plate that you can buy at Drozd Max, or fudge something up yourself if you want to do it, but you can just buy them for, I think they're about $6 over at Drozd Max, and it saves you a whole bunch of time. It's pretty simple to put on here, and the idea is it's just a metal plate that keeps the latch from wearing on the plastic. And now that this is going to be very heavy, you're going to have something that's going to really hold this magazine in. Otherwise, it's going to want to try to pull it out of the grip. So, I'm going to get set up with this. Well, actually, before I do that, I was leading toward the reservoir here. So you got your dual drum reservoir here, okay? And you can slide that off. And I also have an AR style drum you can put on here too. So this one does the same thing. It just slides right on. Pretty simple. This one holds about 4,000 rounds. This is about one full Daisy container of BBs, a 4,000 round BB will fit right in here. And both of these you fill them the same way. You can just pop open the original trapdoor for the BB fill on the original Blackbird magazine here. Just drop BBs in, shake them in, and just keep filling until it's full. And then you're ready to go. Another thing that I've done on this version here is I've done away with the power cord that goes into the side of the gun. This one now just has some battery contacts. And I'll bring this up a little closer. You can see it a little bit better. And that just plugs right into the top of the Drozd. And I'm going to show you that in a minute here too. So I'm going to get set up, do some testing here. Got to fill up my mags, and I'm gonna play around with the dual drum magazine today for testing. I just think it's a little cooler than the AK, but just to show you what they look like, let's try them on here. So you got the dual drum and the old gun, and we're just gonna plug it right in here, just like so. So as you can see, you got that AR-15 style looking mag on here, and I love it. You know, it's got a great look to the gun. It's a different way to go that not a whole lot of you out there will have right now, so maybe you might be the first on your block to have one like this. And also, let's try the AK on here. Okay, so slide it off again. Slide on the AK and plug her in, just like so. So there you go. You know, like I said, I'm gonna play around with the dual drum just because I like it a little bit better. So I'm gonna get set up now, put some BBs in here, and then we're gonna start testing and see how this goes. All right, back again, and I have the new 2011 Blackbird Magazine in right now, and I'm at 12.6 volts. And it's funny that I just turned this on, and the cycling of the motor and the assembly inside just sounds so weak to what I'm used to, because I've been pretty much running my gun for 21 volts for my prototype mag testing, and you can really feel the difference in power there. But 12.6 volts is really, you know, pretty much what anybody with a stock Blackbird should. It shouldn't go much over 16 volts. I'm doing that because I have Sergey's board in here. So let's try it out and see how it sounds. I'm going to be testing it up to 2,000 rounds per minute, and you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to up it to 16.8 in a second here. But let's start out at, I'm going to put it at 1,600 rounds per minute, full auto. And I think that's a good testing point to start with at pot adjustment of 7. So let's give it a shot here. Got a bunch of bottles set up down below. Here we go. Well, that's not too bad. Like I said, 1,600 rounds per minute. I'm hearing some air shots in there, so I can tell the motor isn't really pushing them as best it could be. Let's just bring it all the way up there. 16. Well, let's try 1,800 next setting up. See how it feels. Tons of air shots there, even with the new motor in there. And I know this is going to have a lot of air. I'm going all the way up to 2,000 rounds per minute. It is firing them pretty good, though. I'm pretty amazed that it is, but I know there's going to be a big change once I put another 4.2 truss fire battery in my stack here. So I'm using my old dynamite stack here, you can see. And the idea is that you can open one end, and this is just a piece of PVC tube that you can put up to 5 batteries in here. I've got 3, and I'm just going to put one more in with a dummy battery made out of a piece of 1/2-inch pipe with some end caps on the end. Okay. Hear that cycle? It's much better. Okay, so let's do again 1,600 rounds per minute, full auto. Here we go. That's cycling really well. Now let's bring it up to 1,800 rounds per minute. A little bit of air shots in there. And 2,000 rounds per minute again. Not too bad. It's cycling them pretty good. There's a little bit of air shot in there, but not enough to make me worried too much about it. So if you do your upgrades, 16.8 volts should shoot 2,000 rounds per minute for you. Pretty good. All right, now I'm going to do what none of you should do. You shouldn't go at 16.8 volts, and you also shouldn't do what I'm about to do, 21 volts. But since I have Sergey's board and I can push it as high as 24 volts if I want to, that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to unplug my dynamite stick battery pack, and I'm using my new one, which is what I call my DeWalt pack. So I recently replaced the NiCad inside with a 8,000 milliamp LiPo pack, and this is crazy powerful. It runs my power tools really strong, and it does the same thing with the Drozd. And what I did with the light that the DeWalt has here, you can use it as a flashlight, but also I put a cord in here that you can just plug it into the Drozd and go nuts. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we're at 21 volts. Let's see how we go. You can just hear that power when you start it up at 21. And I'm just going to put it right up to 2,000 RPM and see how it works. So here we go.